record on this computer and screen share. Where's my screen share gone? Oh, there we are. Just level 3 share. Woohoo! Cool. So this is Monday. You've got this bit here, Laura. This is all of these virtual arenas that we have. So Alex, the things that we recorded previously, like with Stack that we did on Friday, the company in India.
Yeah.
This is how we kind of organize all of these ones that are on here.
Yeah.
A few things we have around them. We have the name of the person in there, in this case, Coco Invest. There is thumbnail sent over. This is all a bunch of stuff the online team do, such as making sure the LinkedIn post is arranged and tagged, making sure the Instagram post is there, making sure that the links are swapped on YouTube, making sure that the WordPress goes out. That's what the online team worry about. There is the person that is effectively producing or hosting it. We have the script stage. So in some cases, it's arranging a kickoff call where we call up and say, what do you want? Sometimes we don't need a script. Sometimes we need a script, and so that's what we're waiting on. Sometimes it's in the middle of being written, script being written, sometimes it's done. Each of the virtual arenas that we do has a code. So for example, we've done one with Finastra already. We know which one it is. Because rather than having it just called Coco Invest, you got to have a code around it, otherwise you lose track. The shoot date is the date that it's going to be shot on. And then the production status is whether we've approached them, whether they've agreed in principle, date confirmed, or shot. This is kind of what you guys need to be concerned with, because the next thing is who is the video editor. Lemires has for some reason put himself as Noel Fielding. There's the status of the edit. Is it awaiting editing? Is it edited? Does it need sending for approval? Sent for approval or approved. But these virtual arenas, we either have them as insurance, Neobank of the World, or just FF Arena. And then we have a YouTube link, a Vimeo link, and a thumbnail of the actual arena itself. So each virtual arena, all the information can be accessed on one of these. Every week we figure out which 3 we're going to get going out. In this case, Coco Invest, Finastra, and R3. One of these actually hasn't been done, so I'm just going to duplicate this here. (9.6). So in this case, I'm going to put this as Stack in India was one that we did. I'm calling it Stack India because I actually briefed someone who, again, you told me later, called Hannah, to get an interview with Stack, the challenger bank. There's actually 2 challenger banks in the world called Stack. There's one in India and one in Canada. That's myself doing it. The script is done. It was 9.6 and it was shot on Friday the 18th. And it's awaiting editing, and that is a Neobank. FF Arena there. So these are 2 ones that are actually shot. They're just waiting for the editors to take on over. That is how we work with our virtual arenas when they're one-on-one. I went very fast there. That's why I was recording this as well. Does that make sense in terms of kind of this process here?
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, excellent. Right, where it gets fun, and by fun I mean it becomes a pain in the ass, is we booked Kodat, who are they sell some sort of API to integrate Sage with a bank, basically. They've got a fair chunk of money at the moment. And they paid for us to do a virtual arena. But they want to be in the virtual arena with a third party. This is our value, is that we can get somebody with them. So in this instance, rather than just, hey, it's Coco Invest and that's all we need, we have Kodat, we're waiting on a date, we need to arrange a date for them. And that same date, we've got to do the same for Wells Fargo or Bank of America or Silicon Valley Bank. So Doug has been trying to figure out which of these American banks is available, that we can get a date in the diary that works the same as Kodat. Same with this company Ziglu. They want Joe DeWer from GPS, who I need to kind of chase up with, and we need to get a date in the diary to get both these people in a virtual arena together. Same with all of these ones here. They all need to have an end user with them, or somebody else with them. So there's 3 people on the virtual arena. Once a video has gone live, we move across to this one here, which is an archive. It's a good way to see, for example, a bad example. I don't actually think I've got a good example on here. Okay, no, I don't. Okay, I'll have to think of a better example of when we've had ones with multiple people. Just go to our website. For example, here, this was a sponsored virtual arena. We were sponsored by Feedzai, and they wanted Santander in the UK in this virtual arena. So we had this guy from Santander, this guy from Feedzai, and myself effectively moderating, a bit like a virtual panel. Same with this one here. We had Nationwide's CIO with Cloud Health by VMware. So we had the CIO, Cloud Health, and myself, and this was a sponsored one. But it meant coordinating not only with Cloud Health, but also with Nationwide for a date in the diary that works for both of them. Most of the time, the sponsor will be, we book in the end user first, and then we then get the sponsor to agree to that date. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
On Monday.com, the way you name the sponsored one is always the name of the sponsor, right?
Yes.
Salesforce. Okay, perfect.
Where it gets confusing is we have a lot of clients, for example, G&D. We do a lot with G&D, and they're technically a sponsor. But we will give them one of these for free.
Yeah, fair, because they're clients.
Yeah, because they're client. Yeah, and it's sorry, I'm trying to call them all sponsor. That is effectively how we use Monday.com. I'm going to go over Sugar with you probably maybe even tomorrow, Laura. But I know, Alex, you've been having a good old play on Sugar CRM. I've actually got a quick call I've got to do with Swift right now. Alex, how have you got on looking up theme?
Yeah, I found a few actually. I'm not sure if they were like on the money or not though. I found a couple of their like clients and stuff. They've got Barclays and a couple of normal